Hey, and welcome to another episode of Rennch. On today's show, we're going to unveil and reveal the Blasphemy build paint job after 3 long years. What's up, you guys? Thank you for being here. If you are brand new to the channel, welcome. You are coming in after 3 years of a lot of fabrication and body work. I am on my way down right now to Costa Mesa Collision in Orange County, California. And I've been working on a 1969 Porsche 911 race car, which I've converted back to a street car and done a crazy amount of body work to it. I'm putting a twin-turbo Subaru EZ30R engine in it with 400 plus horsepower and a lot of cool modern stuff. But this, what you're seeing right now, is the first time I will ever see the paint job. Costa Mesa Collision is under a very strict moratorium, not to send me pictures, not to post pictures. So this is going to be a real, like, I have this vision of like an overhaul and reveal. And I'll be honest, I have not slept a wink. I did not sleep at all last night. I'm a bit of a zombie right now. I'm gonna fire up a little bit of Red Bull just so I have a little bit of energy for this thing. But yeah, I'm nervous. I'm excited. It's been 15 years since I, with my gray car, since I had a kind of a reveal of a paint job, and I was right there filming that one. This one I'm not. I wasn't there, YouTube didn't exist then. Been with me back there. My buddy Drew from Cooled Collective is nice enough to film for me. He's an unbelievable photographer. He has an incredible eye. He's got a great channel as well, which I'm going to link up right now for you guys, so definitely go follow him. He's got more followers than I do on Instagram. So here's his Instagram, and then go follow his YouTube as well. He does a great job with events. He's really good at just literally taking like a GoPro and going to an event and getting a killer summary of it, because he's hip, he's got a great eye, and he makes great products. So check him out for sure and buy one of his calendars or one of his photos, because he's a talent. All right, I'm pulling in to meet Drew now. I'm going to this very cool place called the OC Mix, which is actually right next to Vans, the big corporate office of Vans, where they have like a skate park and all this cool stuff. It's like a design center. There's a design within reach and a room and board and all these, cool furniture companies. This way, dog. There he is.
What's up, man?
How you doing, buddy? So I just gave my camera to Drew. We met, had a little lunch, and we are officially heading over to Costa Mesa right now. I gave him my camera, which is, the first thing he goes is like, this has been through it. I'm like, oh yeah. And he goes, you have a rag. He's looking at the lens, which looks dirty. And I go, bro, you can take any rag you want, but that's welding slag. That is not coming off of that lens. And he feels it, he's like, oh. So yeah, professional photographer on my beat up ass Canon M50 camera. But hey, you know what? It's shot almost the entire build. So, it's done its work. It's done good work. Well, here we go. I'm driving over now. We'll be there in about 10 minutes. Nervous, excited. Yeah, stoked. All right, we're here. I'm shitting bricks right now. There is some legit brick shitting happening. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on. All right, dude. How you feeling? Probably less nervous than me.
I'm probably a lot less nervous. I see you're sweating bullets right now.
I'm so... I didn't sleep a wink last night, dude.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's weird, man. This is like the like I was literally thinking about how much trouble, like the front left flare.
You want to go straight to that.
Sectioning it. Well, just like the journey to get to this is so long, way longer than most people think.
Well, it's got to be a lot. It's got to be pretty fulfilling for you doing something that you've never done before.
Never done quarter panels.
Yeah, I mean,
never done the rear of a car. The front, and I'm not sure how much you know about this, but the front was all square tube custom. I had to cut the whole thing out, and then the latch panel for the hood, I had to figure out where to place that in 3D space to make it perfect.
Right.
So I had to measure it. I welded like temporary just to hold it up, and then had to build sheet metal around it to get it to work.
So you did a lot of stuff that even like a regular repair wouldn't have been done. I mean,
no way.
You tackled some stuff that, you know, the most experienced guy probably wouldn't have had the challenge.
There was some big boy stuff here.
I can tell you did a good job. I mean, I looking at because I've seen the final
you've
product.
seen the right.
Yeah.
Seen.
So
how are you feeling about the final product?
I think the final product looks amazing.
Like, do you think it is SEMA worthy?
I think it's SEMA worthy. I know it's SEMA worthy.
Wow.
I've done some SEMA cars before.
Yeah.
And I know that the car is definitely SEMA worthy.
And that makes me feel a little better. A little bit.
Except for, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, except for the one thing. There's always more that we don't see.
Right.
There's hours and hours and hours that we don't see, because I've seen so many cars go in for prep into that paint booth, and I just kept going, but look how perfect it is. Like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
And I did not bring a perfect car.
No, we did fine tune quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I could tell you that what you did for a regular Joe, somebody do-it-yourself guy, was pretty impressive.
Okay, thank you. I'll take that.
Impressive.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll never get over Willie being like, no bueno, no bueno, no bueno, no bueno.
Yeah.
Like, that was the best. I was like, all right, I thought we were good. We only worked on it for 4 months.
Right.
All right, so I guess we're ready whenever Drew's ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
This is Savannah. This is Henry's daughter, and really the linchpin of this whole operation. Without her, the walls come down. So this car's been here for a minute. How's it been for you guys? Like, just knowing the point B and knowing that it's going to something like SEMA, how does that feel for a company like Costa Mesa?
Well, it feels really good. It's obviously, you know, it's a beautiful car, and there's been a lot of work done on it that I can tell you're very proud of.
Yeah.
And it's been fun for me to document, you know, the stuff while you're not here.
Yeah, she's been the killer, like, iPhone photographer while I'm away. And then I had to, like, be like, don't send me anything. I had to beg her for one photo so I could put it on the invitation for this thing I'm doing. But she was like,
tempting.
are you sure?
Yeah,
and then, by the way, totally by mistake, you wore the color of
this
the
was
car.
not on purpose, but hey.
So, yeah.
So, no, it feels really awesome for a company, you know, to have a product that is so beautiful and that we know is going to be showcased, you know, both on social media and at SEMA.
In Southern California, all around LA. Like, it's going to be
in community,
every,
you know, it's huge.
Hoonigan.
Exactly.
Like, we're going to get some pub. You like cameras, huh? You're not afraid of a camera.
All right, buddy. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, let me call you back. If you be quiet, I'll show you. You have to be quiet.
All right. Put your hand on my shoulder.
Put your head on her.
All right. Here we go.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Big reveal. Here we go.
Jeez, that's a strong shoulder.
I work out.
Hey.
This way, then around.
Okay.
I'll tell you when to open your
Can't
eyes.
see a thing. I'm stepping on things.
Oh, you're a pickleball player. You can go faster than that.
Well, I am blind.
Oh, no, I changed my mind.
Huh?
Oh, no, I changed my mind.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Michael O'Neill, look at your work. You ready?
I don't know if I'm ready.
Hold on, let's bring him into shade a little bit.
Okay.
A what?
Yeah, bring him, come into shade a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. Okay, very good.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
On 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my God, dude.
Dude, your smiler's broken. You're stuck on smile.
Wow.
Did you ever? Imagine.
Jesus, this pain in the ass flare that took me weeks. Wow. I am blown away by it. That is crazy, you guys. Holy shnikes.
Did you ever imagine?
No. The color is ridiculous
The color
too.
is insane. I love the color.
The color is rad.
You nailed it. You nailed the color. No doubt.
Let me fix this. I'm glad. Yeah, good. Wow. What do you think, Drew?
Dude, I'm so glad you picked this color.
It's so good, right?
The
The color's
I'm
insane.
glad you did went with the roll bar, same color as the car.
Yeah.
I think it's a good,
Yeah.
good look.
And they did a great job on this here. We had a little body work to do on this because last minute I thought, you know what, it might be cool to leave that exposed because
Right.
there's so much custom metal work
Well,
there.
I don't think he buffed that, so that still has a little potential to do a little
yeah,
color
that's
sand and buff.
yeah, that's fine.
Actually,
Cool.
that's where you can try your hand on color sand and
Oh,
buffing.
yeah.
That way you can say you even buffed your car.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. It's fucking bonkers. The doors aren't on. That I've noticed.
Yes. The doors are done, buffed, and everything right there.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That is crazy, dude. Yeah. All right. We got a little chunk right there.
Yeah. There's a couple little.
It's all right. Yeah, whatever.
fenders in it,
That's all good.
you know?
Jeez.
I gotta say, Michael,
Wow.
good job.
That's a hell of a.
Pretty impressed with
That
what
is
you
a
did.
hell of a.
You got a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this thing, and it shows you how much dedication and work you put into this thing.
Look how crazy that looks. This whole thing, I mean, I make all these from scratch. Shaved drip rails. Shaved, lovely roof-style drip rails. That's a nicer camera than I have. I was telling Drew, like, here, use this, and he's like, let me wipe the lens off. I'm like, that's welding slag. That's not coming off that lens. Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Did it meet your expectations?
No, it's so far beyond what I thought. The color is so good.
The color's
The
perfect.
color is so rad.
So glad it's not silver.
It's not silver.
Were you gonna go silver? Was that an
No,
option?
never.
Well, there's a lot of people go silver,
Oh, really?
silver, you know, just on vintage cars.
Yeah, no, it's killer. Okay. There he is. Now you get a hug. You get a hug. Come on. So good, dude. What do you think? Oh my God, it's so good. It's getting work done right now.
Okay.
I got that in the bumpers that'll have to get painted. But I needed the car first, so I could.
But
do the
continue
rest
to work
of it.
in that car, right?
Yeah, I have so much to do for SEMA, but it's just gorgeous. It's so good, dude. You're pretty proud of your team?
I'm proud of you and the team. I mean, at the end of the day, man, this is your project. And what you did here for somebody that doesn't have the skill set that guys that do it every day is pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're very complimentary. Your guys took it to that level that it needs
Car
to
looks
be
great.
taken to.
Car absolutely looks
it's
amazing.
crazy cool. The color's as good as I could have possibly imagined.
You know, you're looking at
It's so good.
You're looking at a stripped down version once you have the wheels on it.
Yeah.
Once you have the lights on it. I mean, this thing's going to
Yeah, it's gonna be
transform
crazy.
itself into
Yeah.
being just this beautiful showpiece.
So it's very possible, by the way. I was talking to Drew back here, who's been nice enough to shoot a little B-roll, doing some things. This could very well be the only NATO Olive vintage 911 in the world.
Wow.
It's,
from what I've seen, yeah.
first of all, never seen it in SoCal, ever. This color's never been out in SoCal. And you know my gray car, the number one question I get with my gray car is, what color is that?
Right, of course.
And that was like a thing I just picked out of a catalog.
Right.
Your team did a ridiculous job on this. It was so complicated in there with all the roll cage and all the custom fabrication to like get all the paint on and get the clear on. And everyone's like, you're gonna do it yourself? I'm like, there's no way that I could paint that myself. Were there any other like hitches that they had to overcome?
I would say nothing that we're not used to. I mean, we do, a lot of the stuff we do is in this condition where it's completely taken apart, frame off, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So my guys, we have the dollies and we have the ways of doing, you know, catching all the areas that need to be caught.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's easy.
Right.
You know?
I think maybe like it's the reason why you take it to a place like Henry, and by the way, he'll take cars from all over the country.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But is that they're so much faster. Like there's a section, if I had to do it would take me like 4 hours, and it would take Willie like 15 minutes.
Right.
And that's the
There's no
difference.
doubt about it.
And plus they know how far to take it. Whereas someone like me, sometimes I go too far.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're trial and error at that point.
Like,
you know, you're trial and error when my guys already did the trial part already. So
Right. They know all the moves.
Exactly.
They know how much material to use. Like I went through like 1.5 gallons of primer.
Exactly.
That wouldn't normally
Even
happen.
same with the little bit of filler that we use. You know, you're just putting a thin coat where it needs it, as opposed to somebody mixing up a whole bunch and smearing some stuff on and wasting, you know, half a can or whatever.
Right. Anyway, dude, you guys are legends. give me some love. So good, man. It's so good, guys. Wait till you see it. Wait till I have it all bolted together and it's on the way to SEMA, which is in 39 days.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, no problem there.
No sweat.
All right, let's see this in the sun. Oh, it's even, dude, it looks good.
Yeah, isn't that good?
That's dope. I like that even better in the sun. It's just faded and like dull enough for a green, where it's not like white. Dude, it's like, it's sick.
It is, but more than any other color, like the way it changes from the sun to the shade is bonkers.
No, it looks dope in the sun.
Dude.
It looks so good.
There's a little paint on it, so it's all right. Just telling us on their way. Look at that. So I'm on the way back. I got the doors and the hood on. Car's on the tow truck right now, heading back to Long Beach. And I have to say, if I said it was as good as I thought, it would be underselling how good it is. It's so beautiful. The color is like otherworldly. The color is otherworldly. Everyone who sees it is, it's gorgeous. It's stunning. It's so different in the shadows and in the light, like different than almost any car I've ever seen. Like the depth of the shadow and the lightness of the light is crazy. They really nailed it. Color-wise, they really nailed it. And I've got some more fun stuff on the way. Accent-wise, once the Cerakote stuff, the suspension goes on, like it's gonna be really bitchin'. The next big challenge is like how to get it off of the dolly and onto my stands. I may have to rent a forklift to do that. I don't know. This is foreign territory for me. But man, it is special. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. Golden hour. say that was an amazing couple of days would be the understatement of the year. After the reveal you just saw on Friday, I had a get-together here where I had about 30 or 40 people, and I did the full Blasphemy build reveal party. Everybody was wearing green. I had movies playing on the wall of the garage. I had all kinds of food and drink. Told the story of all the work I put into this car and raised the garage like you guys just saw. It was incredible. It went on till like 1 in the morning. Good time was had by all. And the next question is, now what? Now what happens? And most people, as you will know, will say something like, well, now is when the real work begins. And that's very true. The big challenge right now is that there's a plane flying overhead. That's the big challenge. There's a plane right there. So the biggest challenge is that it's 37 days until SEMA. Is that right? Am I right on that? So 10 days plus 31, 41 plus a couple. So maybe 43 days till SEMA. That's not a lot of time. And I've got a number of problems here. I have time being the biggest issue. Costa Mesa did an unbelievable job on the car. Look at it. It's incredible. Another Southwest. 1 minute later. As you can see, Costa Mesa Collision and Henry and his team did an unbelievable job on the car. But you know the old adage. You can have it good, you can have it fast, or you can have it cheap. Pick 2 out of 3. So it was amazing. Really, really good. It was cheap in that they are sponsoring this build. Was not fast. The 10 days to 2 weeks I had allocated for the paint turned into 11 weeks. So now I am really up against it from a time standpoint to get it done for SEMA. There's still a path to make that happen. Will it be a car that I can drive to Vegas for SEMA? Probably not. That's going to be my guess. I may be pushing it to Vegas. I have no idea. But the hope is to make it at the very least look like a completed car by the time it gets there. Time, however, is not the only challenge I have with this. I still have engineering issues. The engine's never been fired up. There are some logistical things I haven't quite worked out yet. And a lot of people would say, well, you should have done that before paint. That's true, but I knew that if I didn't get it painted, if I had waited this long to get the engineering stuff done, there's no way the paint would have been done in time for SEMA. So I knew I had to get the body itself painted just so I could move to the next step. That's why I did it in the order that I did. And then there's some financial stuff. I need, a fair amount of parts for this car yet. I don't quite have the money for them yet. Sponsorship of this channel has not gone because of COVID the way we all had expected. Most of the people that would advertise and do brand deals for me on this channel all had supply chain issues. And they weren't spending $2,000 and $3,000 to sponsor a YouTube channel. Whereas that would have been the case in like 2019, it would not have been that hard to get some capital to finish this thing. So we've got some financial stuff. If anybody has a car-related company and would like some advertising and a brand deal, DM me. But everything's figure-outable, as Marie Forleo says. And I do think there's a pathway to get this thing done. I'm going to try my best. My social life is now over for the next 6 weeks or so. So that's okay. So what's next? I'm going to apply the same mentality to this build as I do when I'm welding and fabricating, which is I'm going to take the wins when I can get them. There's not a whole lot I can bolt on this car right now. There's a lot of like, this thing relies on this, and this thing relies on this, and this thing relies on this. So I can't do as much as I would like, but there are a couple of things that I can do that I'm going to do today. One thing I don't have any experience with is how to work around a car that has a brand new fresh paint job, as it's been 15 years since I did my gray car. So if you guys have any tips on any ideas to make sure the thing doesn't get scratched and that kind of thing. I haven't done the gaps yet. I'm not that concerned about it right now. They actually look pretty good for being thrown on the car. but I may end up taking the hood off and the doors off just to facilitate a better assembly and then come back to it when the time comes. I don't know. We'll see. I think I can do some Dynamat kind of stuff. I think I can start with insulating my tunnel. I've got this lovely gold tape. I think I can get my rear spring plates on. All right. That is officially the first piece bolted on the car. I think I can get the front, the radiators mounted and trimmed. That's actually going to be a big project that I'm going to have to do. And that reminds me, there's no way I'm going to be able to get all of this stuff done and like keep cranking videos out all the time. There's going to be a lot of stuff where I just work on the car and then come back on and just summarize what I've done. I will, however, if there's something that I consider to be special or interesting, I will make an episode about that particular thing. If you guys have any questions or any comments or concerns or whatever, I hope you love the paint as much as I do. I think it looks just unbelievable. And by the way, Henry and his team will do paint jobs all over the country. You can expect something like this. I would say the low end's probably $5,000, but it's probably 10 to 12 or somewhere in that range. I think you could go back on my older videos and look at kind of the body work and the prep that I've done. That saves you so much money. And Henry, you know, I give myself a bunch of crap, but he was like, dude, you got this thing 9/10 of the way there. So I think if you have a car that you want to do what we've done here, the Royal We, you can get it pretty prepped with body work, and that's going to save you so much money. Plus, it's really satisfying. It's not perfect. The paint job's not like perfect, but you know, there's only so much we can do. I'm so grateful. I think it looks amazing. I'm going to try my hand at probably painting the bumpers once I get them done. There's a few things engineering-wise that I can really do myself. So I can start the process of the wiring and the plumbing and all the infrastructure that has to be done, and then call in some pros to help. So hopefully that all works. Anyway, you guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, this is going to be the most fun, epic next 6 weeks of this build, because we get to see all of this come to fruition and turn into this lovely, beautiful vehicle. Thank you so much for being here so far. I hope you enjoy the Blasphemy build series so far. If you could do me a favor, if you're not subscribed, please do, but even more so, if you could post this on any of your forums or groups or Facebook groups or whatever, you know, Reddit, and just say, hey, this dude's got this cool car, he's putting a Subaru engine in it, check it out. It would be super helpful, all right? Thanks, guys. Love you all. I'll talk to you soon.